Do you know one of the best ways to help students remember and retain information? That strategy is today's 2-minute teaching tweak. Ways that you can adjust your instruction just a little bit that'll make a big difference in the overall effect of your teaching. One of the best ways to help students recall information and remember what you've taught them is called free recall. Free recall is having students try to remember information for a period of time without assistance and without prompting. So a lot of times teachers focus on having students copy information. For example, writing down notes, filling in blanks, copying concept maps. But these tasks actually have no better learning results than just rereading the material or reading the material from the book. However, if teachers take these tasks that they're used to doing and make just a little tweak to them, a little change, they can turn a copying or elaborative task like a concept map into a free recall task. And a free recall task actually helps students to remember that information and makes it much more effective. Let me give you some examples. So students can fill in a free recall concept map, and what makes it a free recall task is that students don't look at their notes or their book while they're doing it. So you give them a blank concept map and you have them fill it in for a period of time without looking at anything from their memory. This can be like a bubble map or a timeline or a flow chart or a Venn diagram based on what information that you're having them recall. Another way to use a free recall task is to have students write down everything they remember after listening to a lecture or from a previous day's lesson or after watching a video or listening to a presentation. Then, when you've given students a certain time to do their free recall, somewhere around maybe 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and they've remembered all that they can team up with a partner and compare what they remembered. And then they can check that information in their book or notes, and you can correct it and review it as a class, kind of in a think, pair, share format. So they'd pair up with a partner, and then they'd check it in their book or notes, and then you would also check as a class and go over the correct information. Free recall practice shouldn't be graded, but students should have time to receive feedback from a peer and the correct information from their teacher, to look back at their book and notes and compare that to what they remembered. So free recall is our 2-minute tip today. It can be a really engaging way to help students remember what they've learned. So try these free recall exercises in your class, and there is a template from my book, The Independent Learner, that's linked either in the bio or the comments here, depending where you're watching this video.